Hello, my name is Lesly Hernandez, and I'm a graduate student SI leader for TAMIU Advanced Research and Curriculum, or ARC program. I'm graduating this spring, and my major is criminal justice. The title for my thesis was The Impact of Social Networks on Juvenile Delinquency. Everything you've learned from undergraduate and graduate classes will not be in vain. Even the thing that you found minor during your undergrad and were like, why am I learning this? When will I ever use this? All those skills and knowledge you've learned will be useful when writing your thesis. People may think criminal justice is easy, and it can be, but this degree gives you the opportunity to discover what injustices occur in the outside world. Again, this knowledge was very useful when it came to writing my thesis. I did not know I was going to use everything I had learned since elementary school when working on my thesis. If possible, keep your notes from undergraduate and graduate classes as they could help you. Remember, the professors are there to help you and guide you, not to write your thesis. If you don't work on it and do not put in effort, the professors are not going to be after you or looking for you so you could complete your thesis. It is your job to reach out to them should you have any questions, and I would suggest meeting with your thesis committee at least once a week. I'd say the first one would be to ask what type of writing style is expected from me. By that I mean, depending on your major, the professors have a style of writing for your thesis, and some may prefer for students to write in first person, but others prefer the third person style. You want to keep it constant. You do not want to write all of your thesis and then find out they want it in a different style. You have to rewrite it and neither of you would be happy. I would also recommend asking the format, outline, or what structure they like for the thesis to be written in, way before you start writing. For example, you could ask if you should write about your results or how to present your discussion and conclusion. Remember, most papers have an intro, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion, but maybe they want you to add something else within those sections. Some faculty prefer writing the introduction and literature review based on the concepts or by time periods based on your main topic. If you don't ask these questions, you won't know until the end, and big revisions can take time and may push your graduation date back. Will I finish my thesis and will it be worthy of turning it in? I think those are some of the main worries graduate students have. Overcoming my biggest worry, which was finishing my thesis, was not something I overcame on my own. To be honest, there were points in my life where I told myself, this is too much, I can't do this anymore. To overcome this, I went to the counseling services provided by TAMIU, and they helped me out. I would definitely recommend to those struggling to seek someone and give you a different perspective. My family provided great support as well and helped me overcome my challenges. Not graduated yet, my dad would constantly ask me, ay, ¿cuándo vas a terminar? Ya te tardaste mucho, te quiero ver graduada. When are you going to graduate? You have taken too long. His constant questioning fueled my motivation to finish. I can't wait till the day I finally get my diploma and tell him I did it. My mom pushed me so much and encouraged me every day to finish. I decided to take a semester off because the required paperwork to get my data set from an outside source was taking too long. And there was no point in enrolling and waste all that time. My family almost had a heart attack thinking I had dropped out for good. They would tell me every day, hey, go back to school, you're almost done, don't let it go to waste. My family was there with me throughout the whole process, and I cannot thank them enough. Well, this is a complicated question. This will depend on the committee you choose. Like I said, many faculty have different expectations and styles of writing, which is why you really need to meet with them constantly as you're writing your thesis. Even if you have one page written, have them look through it and ask, does it sound like something that meets your expectations? Do not do what I did. I thought I wrote a great paper and I did not meet my committee regularly when I first started. And when I was ready to turn in my proposal, they said it was not good because it did not meet their standards. It does break your heart when they say it to you, so avoid this and ensure you're writing your thesis correctly by asking your committee for their thoughts. At the end, the graduate school reviews your formatting for you, but the writing approval comes from your committee. They will be the ones to say, yes, you wrote it correctly based on their expectations and standards. And if you're having trouble with writing, meet your graduate writing consultant, Franco, to get tips on how to proceed with your thesis. Take a break. Not a really long one, just maybe 2 days to get some good rest and get re-inspired. Talk to your committee and ask questions. Maybe you got stuck because you did not understand a concept or need clarification. Message your committee, and if possible, meet with them in person. After you talk to your committee, sometimes you feel a little discouraged because you're nowhere near where you would want to be in the writing process. But trust me, the meeting you just had with them will inspire your writing and will help you again gain more knowledge. As soon as you finish meeting with them, you'll want to start writing before you forget what you just learned. Explain your paper to someone else. By explaining to them what your topic is and what you found could spark some of that joy and passion you once had about your topic. Lastly, I would say meet with your writing consultant one-to-one and go to the thesis support group meetings. Franco guides those of us in the same boat on productive discussions. You're not the only one that feels like that, and together we could try and motivate each other. Make sure you work on a plan along with your committee chair. That plan should include deadlines of when they expect you to finish certain parts of your paper, while keeping in mind graduate school deadlines. It is okay to fall behind as long as you're making progress on your thesis. We're all different, so we'll finish at our own pace. Do not feel pressured. You will get it done at your own time. Rushing will only cause you to make more errors. If you were to fall behind in your paper, it does not mean you will not meet your deadline. Keep going. Maybe the writing of the next portion will take you less time to finish and you meet the deadline for submission. Remember, you're not alone in this process, even if it sometimes feels like it. Try to reach out to someone for help. Faculty are busy people, but they want to help. Find other graduate students for support. Lastly, please, please, please do not give up on this. You have done so much to get this far. You're almost at the finish line, even though it feels like you're very far away. If you weren't smart enough or dedicated, then you would have not made it this far. You being here shows us that you're capable of doing this. Believe a little bit more on yourself. You're amazing.